Okay, with our spreadsheet open, we'll go to cell A1 and we'll insert our first partner's name, Joe Student. And cell A2, we'll go with Sally Studious. Okay, and then we'll go to ImageJ and we'll go File, Import an Image Sequence, and then you'll probably have to maneuver to get to your folder. That's your period folder, SST Decembers. Pick the first image, say Open. We get a dialog box, and there's 17 images. That's right, starting one by one. We'll say OK. And now we get a window here showing my image sequence. On the bottom is a scroll bar I can use to flip from image to image to image, so I can kind of see what's happening. And notice what I have are black continents on an ocean that's multiple colors of gray. Each of those shades represents a temperature according to the temperature scale at the top. Okay. You can animate this stack using the image, stacks, tools, start animation, and that gets it going. Or you can use the backslash key, and you can stop it with the backslash key. Either one works. Okay. Now, you can look at that and you're trying to look at a pattern for temperature changes just looking at the images. It's really hard to do. So let's try to do something more quantitative. Okay? First thing we're going to do is draw a rectangle on the map. So we're going to use our rectangular select tool right here. And I'm going to go to my top left corner. And I'm going to drag a box over the entire map area. Okay. That's pretty close. And to check and make sure I got the right one, I'm going to go Analyze, Histogram, and I'm going to say just no. I just want to look at one image. And I'll see in this image, I get about somewhere close to 65,000 pixels in that area. That's the appropriate number for that map area. Okay, I'm going to slide my histogram over here, and I'm going to rearrange my map here so that they both show up simultaneously so I don't have to keep flipping back and forth. Okay. Now, with my cursor on the map, as I move it around, I can see the different values. Look up here. Be right here. You can see the X, Y, Z value plus that value there that's telling me what the actual digital number is for that temperature. What I need to know is which one of those temperatures is higher than 27 degrees. So I'm going to go up here and find 27 in my scale. It's not quite halfway between 25 and 30. And it looks like that value is 58. I'm going to put that 58 over here in my spreadsheet so that I remember what that temperature is. Okay? Okay, now what could I do here? I could go back to my histogram and I could look at my list. These are all the values that are in that histogram. And I could actually just go down. You notice there's a lot of values here. But once I get to 58, I could count all the ones that are higher than 58. So I could just start counting here. You know, I could add 358 plus 357 plus 388. And you can see that that would get pretty tedious to do for all of those frames. So there's got to be a better way to do that. So let's go with a little alternative here. We're actually going to get ImageJ to help us out. I'm going to close my histogram window. And I'm going to go up here to Process, Math, Maximum. Right? I'm going to give it the same number here. I got 58 here and 58 here. I'm going to say OK. And I'm going to do that for all 17 frames. Okay, so now what it's done is it's taken every one that, now all the numbers above 58 and changed them to a different number. And you see as I flip through here, they're all kind of gray. So let's look at a histogram again. Analyze, histogram. We'll say no, we just want to look at one image. Okay, and we're going to look at the list. And if you scroll down the list, what you'll see is when I get to 58, what happens? Well, they all change. What happened is all of those got shoved into the 58 bin. So everything 59 and above all got made into 58s. That's why that number went way up. To make this a little bit easier to see, I'm going to use a different tool. I'm going to go up to Image, Adjust Threshold. And you'll see right now it's turned part of my map red. That's the part that I would like to select. I'm going to change this. I don't want to select the zeros. I want to select anything that's 1. Okay, now I got 1, and I'm going to select this one to 1 less, because look what happens when I get to 58. So I go to 57. Notice the red area is just the area of the ocean that's greater than 27 degrees. I'm going to say Apply, and this Convert to Mask pops up. Don't check anything, just say OK. And now what I have in each map is just the areas that are above 27 degrees. Okay? I got this little box up here that's part of the original scale, but that's a constant. It's in every image, and so it won't count. Go to count, but it won't make a difference. Okay? So now I do a histogram. Well, first of all, I make sure I'm on my first frame. Okay? I know which frame I'm at. I can look here. This is the first frame. There's the number right there. You can, and that's 1982. Analyze. Histogram. Say no. Okay, and then I'm going to look at my list. And what do I got? Well, I've got zeros. Those are the white areas. And I've got the black area down here at the bottom. And I'll just put this number, 69 or so. I'll just take that number, copy that, and paste that over there. Oops, okay, that one worked. Okay, now unfortunately what I have to do though is I have to go here for each year. So I'm going to flip this up one more year and do this whole thing again. I will analyze histogram, no, and look at my list, and just go right down to the bottom. Here it's 6123, and just carry that through for each of the years. Okay. Once I've got all my data, I'm going to make an XY scatter model. And it says make a buffered line graph. That means a smooth line graph with data points. So you're going to have the little smooth ones with the little dots for those 16 years, and then insert a trend line with an R-squared value. That should give you a positive slope. Now 1997 looks whacked up. So make another graph, put the mean in for all of those 17 samples, and see if that makes a difference. Okay? And then put the Excel, include that as part of your exercise. Okay, thank you.